Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the program. Our first interview is with Ibrahim Zayat. He is a Lebanese news producer. And of course, we're going to be asking the all important question as to why is Apartheid Israel targeting Lebanon's ancient city of Baalbek? Assalamu alaikum to you. And wonderful to have you on the show. I do really feel so sad at knowing what's happening in Lebanon. We know what's been happening in Gaza over a year now. It is a genocide of unimaginable proportions, and it seems as if it's now going to play out in your country. What is the current situation like in Lebanon?
Walaikum salam and good morning, and glad to be again with you for the second time in Salam Media. Uh, Actually, this is the continuous scenario of the Israeli bombardment, of the Israeli crimes in Lebanon. For the past few days, we've been seeing many Israeli orders for the residents of Baalbek and the nearby villages to evacuate their homes. Baalbek, which is more than 200 kilometers far away from the Lebanese Palestinian borders. Uh, it's very, very, very rare to see, or even hard technically to see even rockets being launched from the area. It's very far from the borders. So we're just seeing an Israeli tries to pressure on, you can say, the supporters of Hezbollah, of the resistance, more tries to damage our ancient cities. Baalbek is not the first. A few days ago, before there was a massive request or call from the Israeli occupation army for the resident of Sur, Tyre city in the south, to even evacuate their city, which is a city that is listed on a UNESCO heritage list. So this is a continuous Israeli crimes and continuous Israeli violations to the international law and international humanitarian law that started more than a year ago in Gaza with the massive crimes with over 50,000 people killed there. And now it's continuing here. Now we're reaching closely to 3,000 people being killed in South Lebanon over a year.
Sadly, we do know, as you've indicated, that Baalbek was designated a UNESCO heritage site in 1984, and that is because of its ancient Roman temple complex. And of course, tourism supports much of the local population, as does agriculture and traditional crafts such as rug making and copperwork. But the UNESCO site does attract a lot of foreign tourism and investment, but sorely needed by the people of Lebanon. Do you believe that it's the intention of apartheid Israel to bomb Baalbek to smithereens to further cripple the people of Lebanon? As it is, we do know that financially, economically, politically, um, Lebanon is going through tremendous hardship and strife. This is further then going to probably be the death knell for the Lebanese people and Lebanon as a whole.
Yep, exactly. They're trying to kill the life of the people, the basics of life for people there. Not starting from Baalbek, from all the cities before, from the whole Bekaa where Baalbek is located. But Bekaa area is a very big region and the villages of Baalbek in Bekaa is a very big region. We're talking about a place for more than 300,000 people for Baalbek and the neighbor cities and villages. It's a very big community, a very big agricultural community. Baalbek city itself, as you mentioned, it's a city where that depends on tourism and agriculture over the year. I'm sure the people who visit Baalbek before they will be astonished with what they saw. It's a history. It's history that you can see within your eyes. The oldest alive Roman temple on earth is there. It's a ancient, huge city of history you can touch and feel with your eyes and your senses. So we're talking about history. We're talking about people who are still in their land for hundreds of years, being kicked out and trying to be kicked out by our settler neighbors, sorry to say it, that came from Europe 80 years ago. We're just seeing a destruction of history, not for Baalbek, for the whole region. And what I can only describe here is that this is the new vision that of the new Middle East that Benjamin Netanyahu talked about, destroying the neighbors, destroying whoever faces Israel, their history, because the people who don't have a history in our region want to erase the existence of anyone or any group, even if an ethnic group itself, the Muslim Arabs who are living in South Lebanon and in Bekaa and in Beirut. What we were seeing of killing of 3,000 people of them is a beginning and of ethnic cleansing before. The thing that didn't happen in 1982 during the Israeli invasion and didn't happen before in 2006, the Israelis are willing to make today in 2024.
So let's understand the local politics. We also know that it's not only Muslim people that are being targeted and killed. Within the community in Lebanon, and very especially the targeted areas by Apartheid Israel, are Muslims, Christians, and then there's also the Shia and the Sunni Muslims, and all of those politics are playing out as well. Lebanese people are fighting amongst themselves as well. And what is the president saying about this? Because we're hearing that he seems to be almost siding with Israel. He's not giving firm orders. And where is the army? Is the army going to come to support the people that are being killed so ruthlessly? Is the local politics deterring unity amongst the Lebanese people to try and save what they have, their futures, their history, like the Baalbek region? Uh, Lebanese people, regardless of color, culture, creed, or religion, this is in your common interest, and yet there seems to be this terrible split. And the president is not supporting the issue at all.
Yep. The
Okay, can
Lebanese.
I ask you, sorry, Ibrahim, can I ask you to hold that thought? Let me go for my ad break and come back and you can respond to me, please.
With Salam Media. This is Salam Media coming to you live from South Africa.
And of course, you're anxious about the future. We've got you covered. Build on your wealth portfolio with investment. Yep.
When the perfect blend of stylish decor, exquisite halal cuisine, and warm hospitality come together, it could only mean Al Bayt Lodge, your true home away from home. Al Bayt is the ideal heaven for families, business people, and tourists with its 4-star family rooms and other luxurious facilities. Conveniently situated close to Port Elizabeth Airport, the beach, and other amenities, your stay will be truly unforgettable, as you'll be taking home lasting memories of the warm hospitality, the serenity and tranquility that Al Bayt has to offer. For reservations, call 041 583 6415 or visit www.albaytlodge.co.za.
Our brothers and sisters in Palestine are enduring unimaginable hardships. Ashraful Aid teams are on the ground delivering crucial aid to those in need. But we can't do it alone. Palestine is suffering and they need your help. Your support can make a world of difference. Visit www.ashrafulaid.org today and donate to bring hope, relief, and healing to those who are in need.
Connect and stay ahead with Salam Media. This is Salam Media, coming to you live from South Africa.
Welcome back. It's exactly 8:34 a.m. This is News and Views on Salam Media. We have crossed over to Beirut and we are talking with Ibrahim Zayat about apartheid Israeli seemingly wanting to replay the horrors that they played out in Palestine. They are now targeting the Lebanese people, and the question I put to Ibrahim Zayat is the disunity amongst the Lebanese people and the disunity amongst possibly Christians, Muslims, Shia, Sunnis, and the military not coming to their aid. How and what does that picture look like? And then, of course, as we move along, are the people in Beirut feeling safe at all? So back to you, Ibrahim Zayat, if you want to respond to those questions, please.
Thank you for sure. The Lebanese politics is a bit uh, complicated to explain to the people who live outside Lebanon, but I will be setting quick points about it or about what you asked in general. Yeah, for sure. You know, the internal issues have been hard things to deal with. Uh, Having a long political challenges between the different parties, and these parties logically present the ethnic groups in Lebanon and the different religions here. You know but I need to talk a bit about what Israel are targeting. Israel is not only targeting the Shia Muslim. Okay, they are the Israeli Muslim, the Shia Muslim villages are most of them, but in South Lebanon, we're talking about a Muslim Sunni villages being destroyed and bombed, Christian villages being destroyed and bombed, a Druze villages being destroyed and bombed. Israel is not separating or don't even care. They are just destroying the land. They are just invading, trying to kill and damage more and more. But going back to our internal political problems, yes, we are seeing kind of a non-unity case in Lebanon. This is due to many things, but one of the political speech that we are hearing is that a kind of finding excuses for Israel for what it's doing. So you can see some political parties, you know, like, and we're exactly talking about the Lebanese Christian right wing that were allies for Israel in 1982 during the invasion. They're just kind of making these kind of excuses and taking the Israeli point of view and promoting through media to the locals. So this is what makes you sad about, okay, Israel is killing us. Israel is killing your people. Israel is killing everyone, every Lebanese, without separating who they are. Why? But kind of the excuses you may listen for that. Yeah, here is a weapons store. But why I should believe the Israelis if I didn't if they even said in Gaza that there were weapons in hospitals, and they were
Okay,
lying.
so Ibrahim, let me ask you this question. We understand that apartheid Israel is saying that they're targeting only Hezbollah villages, hideouts, um, and of course infrastructure interest installations, and that is the reason uh, they're bombing those particular areas or particular villages. And they also go on to say they don't intend to harm innocent Lebanese people. They then have also given instructions suggesting that the Lebanese people should staying in the red zone, which they've told you, which is the red zones, will put you and your family at risk. And for your safety, Apartheid Israel tells you to evacuate your homes immediately and move out of these areas following the different routes. That is Zahle, that's the Baalbek Highway, Nahle, Baalbek Road, and the Cedar Road, also Baalbek. Is it true? Are you safe if you take those routes out of the Baalbek region?
We've been seeing Israeli attacks on cars in streets over a year in here in the south or in Lebanon in general. We're just seeing this is just only kind of propaganda. Yeah, just evacuate whole cities and go through the routes that we select. This is even this is a genocidal act. We are seeing a genocidal act by Israel that we saw in South Lebanon over a year, that we saw in Gaza over the year, asking to evacuate a civilian city where there is no weapon stores or a military act for Hezbollah. As we said, Baalbek is a city where we have an ancient ruins, nothing for Hezbollah to do. For sure, there is civilian positions for Hezbollah, like uh, their financial group branches or something like this, but it's a part of the community. It's part of the Lebanese community. Hezbollah people are part of this community. Hezbollah trying to dehumanize them should not pass. This is genocidal act against an international humanitarian law.
And
So
Ibrahim, that is the reason why the Christian Lebanese are turning on the Muslim Lebanese people. Isn't that so? Because they are now blaming Hezbollah, who is mainly Muslim, and saying that because of Hezbollah being in the region, that is why Apartheid Israel is bombing Lebanon and killing innocent Muslims and Christians alike, including the Druze people as well. What is your government doing to protect all peoples of Lebanon? In a situation like this, we don't discriminate. We don't say Christian, Druze, Muslims. We are all human beings. We are all people of Allah. What is your government doing? Where is the army?
yep. I need to just specify a little bit of thing here, that I'm not generalizing that all. There's no way to generalize that all the Christians are blaming Hezbollah. We are talking here about a major Christian party, which is the Lebanese Forces Party. Uh, they were pro-Israel before, so this kind of uh, like just finding excuses is Israel is not new for them. But for general, we are seeing many Christian communities supporting Hezbollah, supporting the refugees, the displaced people. So we're seeing like we're still seeing that kind uh, of Lebanese standing next to each others. But talking about the government and talking about the army, sadly, unfortunately, Lebanon is a failed state. We're talking about failed government, and we're talking about a weak army that has don't have even a role in the history or in the past 80 years of Lebanon's history in protecting its people. The Lebanese army is an army that USA selects what we can have weapons and what we don't have. Israel, US give aid to Israel with more than $20 billion a year, and give us an aid with less than $300 million a year, kind of some cars and some weapons that don't even allow us to protect ourselves from this from this one of the strongest armies in the world. There's the Lebanese army decision is kind of connected to the U.S. decisions. This is unfortunately, this is the
Absolutely.
situation. The government itself is also a weak government. They don't even before the war, they weren't even able to solve the local the current issues, the financial issues that were very hard for the Lebanese in the past five years of the economic crisis. So
Okay, Ibrahim, we need to wrap up now. My final question. As a news producer based in Beirut, what do you see playing out going forward? What do you think is the future of Lebanon as a whole?
Okay, the country itself is on stake. That we are talking here about having a new invasion, a new occupation that we get off at 24 years ago, sorry. Or I just believe that all the Lebanese believe that they should be united, and we're seeing this. But we're seeing just some teenage acts from some Lebanese parties that should be avoiding their acts and avoiding going to civil war. And you can see that people don't want this. And I believe that Hezbollah, what it's doing right now in South by defending the villages, is something that we should be shedding light on a few months later from now, because having the Israeli army withdrawing from some villages after 35 or 40 days of war is a great result for me for right now. If we are analyzing the military situation on ground. So if this war will finish without an Israeli occupation, then we will have the opportunity to rebuild our country again, all united.
A very quick, short answer from you. Do you think that Lebanon is going to suffer the same fate as Palestine, because perhaps the apartheid Israel wants to occupy your lands as well?
Let's hope not. If Hezbollah stays strong and we stay united, we can avoid this situation.
Inshallah. Ibrahim, that's where we leave it. Shukran for your time. Du'as that the people of Palestine and Lebanon are protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Thank you indeed for your time. Ibrahim Zayat, news producer based in Beirut. Assalamu alaikum to you.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you.
We are here in the middle of a Zahra neighborhood. The whole neighborhood is already destroyed. More than 17 towers are down. Here, as you can see, the firefighters trying their best to help. The people are still under the rubble. A lot of the people.
Join Hamza on his exclusive South African tour as he shares his personal experiences, never before seen footage, and powerful insights on the ongoing genocide in Gaza. This is more than just a talk. It's an invitation to witness Gaza through the lens of Hamza Sha'alan. Don't miss this opportunity to meet the photojournalist who brought Gaza's pain and perseverance to the world in its darkest moments. Follow Salam Media on social media pages for more on this tour and be part of the conversation.